Behind you. Hey guys, Kevin TCG. It's currently 5 in the morning here at SeaTac Airport, going to my first regionals, finally, RIP Portland, and we're gonna tear it up. I'm here with Giovanni. We're gonna meet up with my boy Jake later and some other people from the shop, and we're gonna get rolling. Let's get going.
Wow, Kevin, way to live in the moment.
I love LA. Let's get going. We're here at LA Regionals, finally here. First ever one. I'm with Giovanni and Jake in the background. They're helping me support Roaring Maridon, and we're running Blastoise and Future Box. So we're here on day one on Friday. Gonna go check out the prize wall and side events going on and get to practicing. Oh, we have to take our bag stuff. Okay, pre-show, it's not terribly busy. Currently picking up my tier 1 kits. Didn't bother getting the other ones because it's a little more expensive. First time going, have to splurge a little bit. I don't know what comes in. I think it comes with some dice. That's the extent I know. There's so many rows of tables. We got the VG stuff all set up here. Oh, this place is gonna be filled up. It's gonna be very warm with all the bodies. And then right over this way, you got a bunch of the vendors too. So Jake and Giovanni are right now sorting out their bags. I'm walking across the venue. Okay, I'll be right back with what they got. All right, so I picked everything up. I got my tickets in here, and I also got my burn and poison counters or markers. That's pretty cool. I think I'll be using these. I don't use burn or poison, but I think I'll be using them if I ever build a deck around that. It's super cool. Explorer's Guidance is the stamped promo card for all you Ancient Box fans out there. And I got this neat little Los Angeles pin. I think Gallery Games makes these. And of course you got this huge playmat. It's bigger than all my other playmats. This thing, man, this is a battlefield. I don't know if I'm gonna use this because I did bring my playmat. It's the Pokemon EX Masters one. Very excited to use that and show it off to other people. I lost Giovanni and Jake. I don't know where they are, so I'm gonna have to go find them. Probably went to go buy some booster boxes and trade in some cards. I know Giovanni brought Espeon VMAX, and he's trying to trade that in for 2 Twilight Masquerade boxes. So we'll see if he actually does it. Hey. What'd you get?
Booster box.
Hey.
Yo, it's clean.
Yes, sir. All right, we're here now. Gonna take a rest and sort our decks and do a little play testing.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Ball. Thing sucks.
Monkey Dorio. Oh, they brought back Fiona? Why?
There's a lot of cards that haven't had printings in a long time that they've reprinted recently.
That's fair.
Oh, Greninja. Nice. You got Greninja.
I got the Greninja. Let's go.
Show me, may I?
Yeah,
Giovanni
that's
pulled
huge.
the
The
Greninja.
Perrin's also pretty big. Because Perrin's really good.
Let's go.
I got Muppy.
let's go.
Ew. I just recorded our trash. That's disgusting. This is disgusting. Do not open Pokemon cards. Do not buy booster boxes. It's disgusting. But I got my pulls out of an ETB. Disgusting. Just gonna record your stack. Just flipped TCG, bought a card. Of course, I had to complete the pairing with Growlithe. And Giovanni, he just bought another card. You bought a Cramorant?
Oh, yeah.
Onto his phone. Very nice.
Yes,
Bought the
sir.
Growlithe.
Oh, nice to finish.
That's crazy. Gonna be like, this is sick, right? Official day one of the tournament. I'm here rocking the sweet Nessa shirt today, long sleeve, wearing short shorts for the rest of the day. And I'm here with Giovanni and Jake. We're gonna run it, we're gonna kill it. We're here like a couple minutes early. We have about an hour until round pairings are up, so we're just gonna bum around and look at stuff. Let's see if we can find anyone else. So I'm actually at the table. I'm about to meet someone. All right, so I'm running Roaring Miraidon as usual. I said I'm gonna commit to this deck ever since I built it. I'm gonna take it to regionals, and this is probably gonna be the final time I play it in a serious competition. My hopes is to squeak away with one win. A win is a win no matter how I get it. And I hope not to get a judge called on me because I forgot to do something, because one of the matches a couple weeks ago that happened to me, and 2 prize card penalty, and that ended up costing me the game like big time. Another goal, hopefully my friends here get a win. Maybe one of us makes it to day 2 and then we go to Universal without them. We'll see. Tomorrow is Frankenstein, so that'll be in another video. That's a collectible card show. So, we'll see.
Hi. Alright, I'm running Turbo Hands. It's like a version of Future Box, but really just Iron Hands, Baby Miraidon. Trying to like get those KOs as fast as possible. I'm hoping to squeak away with one win. Not get the judge called on me is a good goal, you know. Yeah. Don't want to make it to day 2, so actively gonna try not to. It's not gonna be hard. Yeah. No, I'm pretty excited. This deck's pretty linear, so as far as like thinking goes, I don't have to do much of it, so that's a plus. It's just really kind of luck for me. Hopefully I pull the cards I need to in the beginning, and yeah.
We're bringing the turn because for some reason nobody thinks that Blastoise was as usable as Charizard, and I made it a point to try and design a deck that could actually use Blastoise. And for the last 8 months now, I have been, since Sacramento, been refining and cutting it down to make it so that it's actually usable. The entire goal of it is basically play it like Charizard. You play it like Charizard, you get your basics out, you get your draw power out, and then you just start building up and start dropping that energy for Twin Cannon's knockouts. That's the whole point. So hopefully it'll actually work today.
What are your goals?
2 wins at least.
2 wins?
2 wins, because in Vancouver I got 1 win and a tie, and in Portland I got 1 win, so I need to keep going, just make it incrementally up. Just keep going up. That's all that matters.
2 wins. I'm gonna try to get 1. Giovanni's gonna try to get 1. We got a veteran here. Jake's been in more regionals than all of us combined, so let's get it going! you guys know any YouTubers around the area? I'm gonna try to find them. I know like 3 PokeTubers. It'd be cool to see one of them, meet one of them, have them sign a card I pulled. All right, so the gear I'm running today, got Little Buddy. Just be my little mascot because I know people take like plushies or little figures of Pokemon, and I thought, yeah, I have something like that. It's not too big, not too small, just perfect. Bringing one of my Japanese playmats, Masters EX. Got my Van Gogh Snorlax double deck box just to hold my extra sleeves. Shout out to my boy Diego. He got me this, and I've been using it ever since. Magnetic Clasp, Premier Ball, my whole Roaring Miraidon deck in here. And I got all of my dice and counters, V-Star markers, and coins in here. I added the Raikou coin from, I think, my last video. No, oh, that's a future video. This won't come out by then. No, yeah, my last video. It would have came out by then. Cracker Barrel is goated. And as for snacks-wise, bought a Slim Jim. I don't really eat these a ton. I don't even really eat beef jerky a ton, but I bought these too. Little protein. And of course got Pop-Tart. Don't eat a whole lot of Pop-Tarts. This is like food I don't really eat. Nature Valley bars. I do like these. And then Coral is nice enough to get me some Pokemon fruit gummy snacks. So I'm gonna munch on those throughout the day. Gonna try to do the entire event. We'll see how our records are looking. If I'm winning, I'm going all the way. If I don't have a win, I'm gonna go till I get a win. Because apparently the further you go into the day, the more likely you'll end up with someone who dropped out of the match and you can get away with the win. I would prefer to get a win before that happens, but you know, again, like I said, a win is a win.
Contact my guy. He'll meet you in an hour.
Round 1 pairings are up. Got the website pulled up. Let's get going. I'll come back with you guys with the recap. All right, you guys. I already met my goal. Won my first ever match, my first ever regionals. Iron Hands cooked. It was against Lost Box. Iron Hands cooked. He carried. Won game 1 pretty easily. It was very heart racing. My opponent he was like, man, you're throwing me off. And then round 2 or match 2, my opponent decked out, and I had the advantage. I had Reggie VMAX in to take a hit from his Iron Hands, and then I swapped him out with Zekrom, so he couldn't take 3 from a V or VMAX or EX Pokemon. Ooh, he decked out, and then by the time we went into overtime, so it was like round 3, he decked out before that, unfortunately. That's awesome. Well, let's see what the other guys are up to.
Recap, round 1, loss, 0-1 right now, against the Charizard. I bricked the first round, second round, I almost had him. I just needed a boss's orders. He was so close. After that round, he was like, yeah, I expected to lose. So, almost.
So, first game, completely bricked. Got that first attack off with Blastoise, but couldn't keep it rolling. Second game, cooked, absolutely cooked. Got Blastoise, Pidgeot, Greninja, and Rotom out first turn. Was able to just keep the draw power going. Got to time, and so we didn't do a third game, and was able to tie. So that's a decent start for the day.
Let's go! Yeah. Round 2 against Chinpao. Got the first match win. I was able to knock him out really good. Miraidon, double Miraidon, hitting his Chinpaos 3 times in a row. Was able to switch to the bench, put the other one back up. Second round I whiffed. I had Iron Hands only in the active for 3 straight turns. I pulled nothing but energies. That's what really cost me this entire round, because round 3, it was really close, but he had the advantage by 1 prize card, and he ended up winning. So if it wasn't for that whiff, that second match, probably could have squeaked out with a tie or a win. 1-1.
0-2. Went up against Snorlax Stall. Won the first round, so that was cool. It was a very close game. We went to game 3. He won the second round. I prized my prime catcher, and like I needed that. If I had it, I would have won. It really came down to the wire. I milled out because I was searching for that prime catcher and ended up not having it. So, you know, yeah, 0-2.
Yeah, it was basically a Pidgeot B-Barrel Zard, so it's a more potent control version of it. He kept just bossing up my Pidgey, so I couldn't get to Pidgeot, couldn't get my Squirtle's energy before he would knock him out. So it was just, he kept speeding up past me. There was no way I could do it. He basically donked me. I kept trying to get stuff back out. I could get another basic, but before I could get it up, just kept killing it. So, what are you gonna do?
Lost. I'm now 1-2. Not too bad. Well, the match wasn't actually great. It was against Arctina. The first round, he actually came back. He only had a Bidoof, and Roaring Moon was up, and he was pummeling him. And Snorlax Stall did his job, but however, I couldn't really do much with it because after he came back, he put up his bench. He turned his Arceuses and his Giratina into V-Stars, and that's what really threw me into trouble, and then he knocked me out one by one. And then the second round, he just built up his bench turn 1, and I had no answer to it. I had, my bench built up a little too late, and I couldn't really do much about it. So 1-2, learned a lot. My opponent was super cool. He actually really liked my deck, which was very nice to hear because this deck is nowhere near consistent or meta, but super fun to play, and he really appreciated that. And he actually gave me some tips on how to make it better or more centralized. And I'm taking that into consideration because I told him I might retire this deck after this regional, but who knows? It might continue in the further set releases. We'll see. Let's see what the others are up to. How'd it go?
0-3. They messed up this guy's win record. They said basically he was 1-1, and he went up again, and they paired him with me, 0-2. But they told us to just play it out. The guy explained to me that he's so close to Worlds. He just needs to not bubble out tomorrow, and then he gets to go to Worlds. So I just kind of scooped, let him have the win. Hopefully that helps him. But he was a Charizard deck anyway, so I would have probably lost. So 0-3.
All right.
Dude, I've never seen that deck before. He started out with like Yanma doing swoop across from Crown Zenith that had like 10 damage to all of your bench and your active. And then he also had like Plusle and Minun that were dealing damage whenever you attached an energy, so you couldn't really get away with that. Throwing Crushing Hammers out there to get rid of your energy so you can't retreat out and also attach to what you need to attack with. And like, it was good. It was all just damage counter ramp. And then he was using Hisuian Braviary to continually just increase it up and up and up. And I was just like, whoa, I thought it was going to be an easy match. And then, nah, I've never seen anything like that before. Super interesting deck. Yeah, I got his contact info, so I'm going to get that list.
All right. Round 4, Ancient Box. And same story, different driver. Could not pull out a win. Iron Hands was not built up quick enough. My hands were just not great. The first match and then match 2, I whiffed very hard because Iron Hands was in the active, nothing but energies in my hand, and the next 2 pulls. And my opponent felt very bad for me, but it is what it is. Ancient Boxes are a bit rough if I can't get Iron Hands built up enough, and if I can't use Squawkabilly's ability or Miraidon's ability first turn when they have Flutter Mane in the active to prevent me from using ability. So, learning as I go. Let's see what the others are up to. How'd yours go?
I scooped.
You scooped.
Yeah, this guy wanted, we started off, I got to the table, and he was like talking about how he wants to try and make it to at least get some championship points. I don't even know if you can get championship points with 3 losses and a win, so I was like, I think it's like top 500, I think, right? So I was just like, F it. So I scooped for him, and he played Lost Box, Lost Box.
I also scooped my first match 80% of the way through because I had no answer. I'm like, might as well go to round 2. How'd it go?
Dialga. Draw. It's literally just a back and forth with me in that deck. Like, it's the same thing with Charizard. They're so do this, get the knockout, trade the knockout, trade the knockout, and like they both have to cook a little bit, so their turns take a little while. Yeah, no, we just got to game 3, and in the middle of it called time again. So
Dondozo Tatsugiri. I won. My opponent had the unfortunate favor of me having the type advantage, and having Iron Hands built up really good because electric generators hit, and Baton, the heavy Baton, also did real good justice to the other Iron Hands, because after he got knocked out, he was loaded up. My opponent had Radiant Charizard for his last attempt to do any damage. He knocked out my main Iron Hands. And then I think before that, he Prime Catchered up my Miraidon. So I retreated my Miraidon, put up my Iron Hands, then I had Boss's Orders, and then I put up one of his Dondozos or Dunsparces, and then I took the final 2 prize cards. Opponent was really cool, he was really chill, we had a great time. He's running a fun non-meta deck. I have to pull up the deck list to see what it's all about, because he won against a Charizard, and we had the same record going in, so he's doing something right.
1 and 4. My guy never showed up, so we did it.
So we were supposed to do a second match, but he scooped. He said, I can't win against this because the unfortunate type advantage. The guy next to us, he got an automatic win because his opponent didn't show up. So kudos to him. I fist bumped him and I said, I'm proud of you.
All right, 1-1-3. Finally won a match. Guy was playing Charizard, but on one of his games, he didn't put down his prize cards because he's an old Yu-Gi-Oh player. Yeah, so he was like, oops, you want to go to game 3? And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, you know what? I've actually lost so much today. You can take the win, but we'll play it out. And I still ended up getting the 2 wins, but yeah, it was good. Beat that one.
First ever tie at my regionals. It was against Lost Tina. Man, Diego, I play against Lost Tina so much against you. You really beefed me up against that deck. Iron Hands did some good work in round 1 or match 1. Match 2, I lost that one. I just couldn't pull anything really well. And then match 3, we were headed into overtime. It was a tie. My opponent was super cool. Shout out to Rob. And on to the next one. Let's try to find the other guys, because this is my first overtime match I was in. And I think Jake's still playing and Giovanni is probably somewhere.
1 and 5. Played against Chimpao last round. Very close games. Both games were extremely close, down to 1 prize card. He just had a better start each time than me. So.
All right, I escaped with another win. I don't know my record. 3-1, something like that. My opponent. All right, so first match was against Chimpao. Opponent won. Second match, we were both getting into the thick of it. It was like maybe 40% through the match, and the judge comes over, or we call the judge because he didn't play his. So I put down Town Store, and he put down. So he had Pokestop, and then I put down Town Store. He didn't take away Town Store, and then we called the judge, and we got that resolved. And it was like a slap on the wrist. We just put the cards back in, shuffled the cards back in, blah blah blah. Then, like 5 minutes later, another judge comes, assistant head judge, and comes up to our table and says, pause the game. And then he asked my opponent if he's been playing the same deck and throughout the entire game or tournament, and he said, yes, I have been. But apparently he didn't register the correct deck. He's supposed to be playing a Lost Tina, not Chimpao. And he didn't save it from the night before. So, unfortunate. We got walked over or escorted to deck check, and we got our decks checked, and they pulled me aside and said, all right, you're gonna get the win. Your opponent, unfortunately, gets the loss. Small things happen like that. All right, round 7, lost that match, 3-4-1 on the day, and it was against Chimpao. Again, another Chimpao. Round 1, it was kind of quick. It took a while. He ended up winning, and then round 2, or match 2, or whatever you want to say, it went a lot longer. I used Hero's Cape early, so he had to take out like 6 energy just to knock out my Iron Hands. And then I was down to 1 prize card because my Iron Hands hit his Chimpao for 3 prize cards after that. So it was very close. He ended up winning because his Chimpaos, he ended up getting a bunch of energy with the superior energy retrieval and whatchamacallit, the Irida cards. I swear to goodness he had so many Irida cards. Let's see what Giovanni's up to. I didn't mention earlier, you didn't see, Jake left for the day. He finished with a solid record on his own. So yeah, let's get moving to the final round.
Retreating this Pokemon using Super Rod, crawling into additional psychic energies is also on the line too. So if you want to have an opportunity to draw more psychic energies, you can. It's just finding them anyways.
How'd you do?
I won against Goldango. Goldango.
3-5-1. Final match was Future Hands or Turbo Hands or Future Box with Iron Hands. I'm so tired. It hit me like a freight train during that last match. My opponent and I were just, talking stuff, having a good time. Having a good time, meeting new people. It's super fun. I don't know where Giovanni is. We'll be, I can't even talk words. Tell me your name and what do we got?
I'm Andrew, and this is Moon Gust. We have a 3-3 of the Roaring Moon EX, and a 3-3 of this, so a 3-3 in total, and then a 2-2 of the Dunsparce. Usually a 3-3, but in this case I want less Pokemon, so I don't dead draw as much. In this case here, it would usually be 4-3, but again, dead drawing in this deck and breaking is like one of its biggest problems, so we cut it. And then, so it's just less Pokemon in general. And then we go over here to our supporters. We have our 4 Sadas. Usually it would be 4 Explorer's Guidance, but it's 3, and then 2 Boss instead of 1. Instead of that Explorers, we add an Iono for hand control. And instead of 1 switch cart, we have 2 because of the bosses, and we have a Prime Catcher as our other Gust. So it's more Gust, less Pokemon. And then obviously 2 Ultra Balls because of the 2 Dunsparce, and then 3 Nest Ball. It's just good to get Pokemon. And everything else is pretty standard besides this, which is 10 extra damage. It's a tool. You do have to sacrifice attaching one of these, but sometimes it's good to discard those because you need more in your ancient pile. This is a tech for Iron Hands, so you're doing 230 damage when discarding any one of these stadiums with your Big Moon. And so it's a one hit KO without using your Frenzy Gouging and like risking that play right there, because then they can get a knockout with a little Charmander if you don't have this attached. This is Moon Gust.
Thanks, Andrew.
No problem, man.
How'd you do?
I won against Miraidon, but it was a mom who didn't know how to play, so I had to teach her how to play while also wanting to hurry up and win.
Final record?
3-6.
Hey, 3-5-1. All right, that's it for LA Regionals, or at least that we know of. We got some more stuff to do later today. That'll be coming out in future videos. That being said, my name is Kevin TCG, and I'm so exhausted. Janet. Do it again. Final record?
1, 2, 3, which is still better than Vancouver. So improvement is all.
Goodbye, Pokemon. Goodbye forever. I'll never be here ever again.
Now there's NAIC in 2 weeks. Let's go to Orlando, guys.
Getting them out at the bottom of the table.
You got the hot dog. Tell me about the hot dog. Take a bite. And tell us how it tastes.
I got a hot dog with onions, and I think there's ketchup on there, and mustard. Not bad.
Not bad.
No.
Can I try something?
Do I throw more Ionos in? Did I do the 4?
Cool.
You can use the exit. Both doors are open.
I mean, I feel like it's weird. It looks nice, but I wish they did the like 2 designs now with it.
Or Espeon VMAX if I can. 2 booster boxes, and then your Ninja for the Pikachu if I can. I want that Pikachu.
Ask him up. Ask him up. Do it sooner than later, before everyone gets here.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are all.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. No worries. They do have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here. Buy 2, get 1 free, the whole booth. That's pretty sick.
It's amazing.
Hey guys, Pokémon TCG. We are here at Frank & Sons trying to find some great deals. I actually already bought product you may see here at Atlas MTG, and I'm here with Jake and Giovanni, just cruising around seeing what they could do for trades. Giovanni's trying to trade in his Espeon and his Greninja EX he pulled. We'll see if he gets anything or if he commits to a trade, because there's a lot of vendors to talk to and a lot of product to look at. Let's get rolling. Look at these classic cards. Roaring Skies, names Black and White with a Plasma, and a lot of old theme decks here. Rush Fire, Lightning, Neo Genesis, Overgrowth, Blackout. Got some classic packs with the Sun Faded or the Yellow Faded plastic here. Of course, you got some more modern stuff up here. Back down to more classics. Yeah, even in the original blister sleeve for the booster pack for XY series. $1,200 for a 10, single 10 of 4 packs. Oh, of course they have the very rare Mario Pikachu box. Magic Card Pikachu, Mario Pikachu. These are very sought after, and I wish I was collecting by then to buy these. Oh my goodness. We don't get to see this very often in Seattle, all this type of merch, like on display like this. Pokemon Pinball, I had the one for the Game Boy Advance, not for the Game Boy Color. Super cool, and of course you got the Fendi Dragonite bag, which I've seen online so many times. This is the copy I have. I have this copy of Pokemon Pinball. I didn't know TCG came with the Meowth cards too. Oh my goodness. Look at all those promo people. Or all art. Yeah. Not all art. That's really cool though. Yeah. Kratos. Ultra Instinct. A couple of these shops aren't even open yet, but there's a lot of locked up card shops in here.
Trying to get like a rare pack, like Team Rocket or like something like that. I saw them for like $200, so I was like, maybe we do something not so great.
What do we see here? What do we got? Got some modern stuff here. Some more trainers in the lower levels. Got Team Flare Grunt. It's always nice to see a classic. Got Morgan. Very high priced. Don't even want them. Got some Mega Evolutions down here, and you got this cool Mewtwo.
One of each of the blisters and then one of each of the singles.
You getting your single pack of all arts, all the promos. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and these are only $20? Ooh. Okay. I might have to buy one of these. This is kind of a throwback. I haven't seen this one in a while. It's always refreshing to see. I remember seeing this in stores during the late Sun and Moon era when I wasn't collecting. Umbreon GX, Espeon, Lycanroc. They even got older tints for sale. Another Fendi bag. Look at, oh, pick it up. There's signature PSA 10 cards back there.
The Deoxys too, there's a Deoxys.
There we go. Jolteon, Deoxys. There's another Jolteon.
Jolteon Star,
Reggie.
Star.
There's the other Jolteon. Artist signatures. Woo! I can't even begin to think. For $20, I could buy a random slab. Pretty cool. Or I could get some random cards. Or a random product for $10. Literally, you could get a booster pack or a box or something. Went ahead and bought the one of the Ash's Pikachus. Focus. Just had to get it. I'm gonna get it for Coral. She has no idea that I got it. She said, "Get me a surprise." So she got Ash's Pikachu. I like to get one of these tins each. Green or one of these each? Yeah, green and blue, please. You are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we'll wait for Jake. All right, I'm here for my twice girlies.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some for Caroline. So no trades, but you're gonna get a binder?
Binder, so I can start my master set for Twilight Masquerade.
There's a lot of fair prices for trades, but not quite what we're looking for. So we're gonna hold on to the card and go back home and see what we can get.
Most likely get more.
Most likely
get more.
Yeah, most likely get more cards. Let's see what they have here. Meanwhile, I got that Pikachu. I got 2 tins, and I got some K-pop cards for Coral and myself. I'm coasting. Oh, and the booster box. I'm coasting. Perfect.
Thank you, man.
Oh, go on ahead. Go without me.
We just went over our budget!
All right, Frankensons. I considered it a success. I didn't buy any singles or anything myself. Well, I bought one single. I wasn't really looking for anything in particular, but I did buy a bunch of product underneath MSRP. I am happy with that. I am super happy with that. I'm gonna go back home, probably open the tins here, probably not, I don't know. Go back home, open the booster box with Coral, and we're gonna have a great time. Now off to Universal Studios. Let's go!
You guys eat already?
We're all gonna.
Oh my god, it's Nintendo! soaking wet. Oh, you dropped it. Do you want it? You good? All right. All right, he's good. Ladies and gentlemen, he's good. I don't know. Oh, what?
Yeah.
And to wrap things up, of course, we've gotta open all the product I got at Frank & Sons. We got 2 tins, 1 Iron Leaves and 1 Walking Wake, and a Twilight Masquerade booster box that Coral and I split between each other. And with this being my first regionals and all, my Roaring Miraidon deck definitely exceeded my expectations. I think I did pretty good for my first ever regional. I think if I commit to a meta type deck, I could get even further, because this is technically like a rogue meta deck. I think down the line I might do some variation of like a future box, or maybe, what's it called? Dragapult, that's coming up with Twilight Masquerade, or something new that's obviously not Chinpao or Charizard, or obviously not Charizard. I do like Chinpao, but I don't know if I could really play with it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content in the future, and be sure to leave a comment if you have any questions or stories about your regionals experience. And I'll be sure to reply back in some form or another. And I'm definitely planning to go to more regionals once the new season starts. This was a great thing to do, and NAIC is very soon, but I really don't have the time or money to turn it around and go over to, I believe, Louisiana? Sadly, I can't. Maybe next season if I can try it and swing for that. It's really, I could really only go to like local regionals near Seattle. I mean, I could go cross country, but it does eat quite a bit of money out of my budget. With that being said, my name is Kevin TCG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.